The 2018 World Cup is slowly wrapping up and the semifinals kick off today. And joining me this morning to talk about it is Glen Duerr, Cedarville professor by day, former semi-pro soccer player, England fan, rooting, but do you think they're going to go all the way?
It's very difficult. The first matchup between France and Belgium, they're two fantastic teams. And they all know each other very well because you've got to think about it geographically. You have England, France, Belgium all together. A lot of them play together. They're teammates, they're opponents regularly. So there's a lot going on. And then don't overlook Croatia. They're kind of the little engine that could, and have done very, very well this tournament.
So how do you think them being so familiar with each other could factor into this play here?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you've got to think about it in terms of their preseason from last year. A lot of these players have been playing for 12 months straight. They start in July and then move forward. And so many are teammates. They've known each other for years. The circles are fairly small when you get up into the upper echelons of the game. And given that they're all European teams, there's a huge amount of familiarity. The Champions League that just recently finished was between Real Madrid and Liverpool. Many of the players on both of those teams are now in the Final Four for the World Cup. That's
huge. Yeah, and I think one of your predictions was right about seeing more European teams than South American teams. But I know a lot of those powerhouses that people like, you were talking about Spain. Now that we're left with France and Belgium, do you have one that sticks out the most, or where do you see the final going?
Well, France is a very, very good side that won the 1998 World Cup. They got to the final in 2006. They probably have the best team on paper. Having said that, this is a golden generation for Belgium. They got to the semi-finals in 1986. They had a very good team in 1990. It was actually England-Belgium in the round of 16. This could be their year, but for England, they've been building and getting better. They haven't won since 1966, so this is a very good side. Croatia made it to the third place, the semi-final in 1998. So a lot of these teams haven't been there in a little while, with the exception of France. So it's really up in the air.
Do you see some of these teams kind of going more on the attack or the defensive in this kind of play?
Usually by this point in the tournament, teams get very pensive. There's so much on the line. It's been built up. They've been dreaming about this since they were little boys, really. And I mean, to look at it on paper, the France-Belgium game is hard to pick. I think has the advantage over Croatia. To put it in context, Belgium is about the size of Ohio population-wise. Croatia is about half the size of Ohio. So it shows you just the depth of athletic caliber in those countries. And at this stage, who knows? Croatia has made it through so far on penalties in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. We'll see.
That's the cool thing about soccer. It only takes one. And anybody can have it. And that's why we will all be watching the semifinals today. France versus Belgium. That's at 2 p.m. right here on Fox 45. And then over in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to pick our favorites. And I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm picking England all the way. However, I think from a more analytical standpoint that the winner will be France or Belgium. So we shall see. But thank you so much, Glen, for coming in. I really appreciate your insight there. We're rooting for England, I think, hopefully.
We'll see.
Craig, I'll send it over to you.